Welcome to Connection. Everyone asks us all the time, why does my low back hurt? It comes down to this simple little stick figure drawing. 15-degree pelvic angle is bad. 10 is normal. So basically the pelvic angle starts to tilt forward because we sit too much. The more forward it tilts, the more problems it causes with the sacrum and the last lumbar disc and even the next one up. So why is 15 bad? Because that disc space that I just pointed to gets smashed and then causes low back pain, sciatica, numbness in the legs, and many more things. So usually what people want to know then, how do I fix it? There's 4 keys to success here for fixing the low back one. First, we got to turn on the core. So basically, if you look at quadrant 1 right here, you have to get the core to engage. So we want to basically pull up our belt buckle. It's almost like your abs should contract as if someone was going to punch you in the stomach. Not saying that we would do that here. We have before, not often. Number 2, you got to fire the glutes and the hamstrings. Those are back there, so quadrant 2. Again, when you fire quadrant 1, you'll notice that as your belt buckle goes up, you're squeezing your booty. The booty is the key. Make it fire, contract, or engage, and you will decompress that disc. Now the 2 things that get in the way, the sitting, mainly because of sitting, is that in quadrant 3, we need to open up our hip flexors. The hip flexors get tight when you sit. So think about it. When you sit, your knees come closer to your chest. So when you stand, your knees go away from your chest. So number 3, because we sit too much at computers, it gets tight. So what we need to do with number 3 is get it to relax or go up. A lot of people just call that a stretch. So number 3, if we, to get our hip flexors to relax, we basically stretch our hip flexors, stretch our quads. Now number 4 is really where chiropractic comes into play. You can literally, with chiropractic manipulations, make the sacrum go down and away from the L5 vertebrae. Number 4 usually gets done when someone is in pain. Usually you've screwed up quadrants, 1, 2, and 3, and now you've caused pain in quadrant number 4. Quadrant number 4, you just adjust it, you move the sacrum or decompress the sacrum away from the L5 vertebrae by literally pushing the sacrum down and opening up that space to relieve that smashed nerve, the sciatic. Now, in an ideal world, before you're in pain, you would come to Connection, Blue Room Physical Therapy, and get your pelvic angle measured. So people who have a steep pelvic angle, like it says over here, almost all of our patients show up here on day 1 with a pelvic angle greater than 15 degrees. Almost everyone. We had a new patient last week. He had a pelvic angle of 12 degrees. That's the closest we've seen in probably the last 50 new patients. So, come get your pelvic angle measured so you can figure out what's wrong before you start to cause any of these things. That's the key to the world. It's easier to get you normal or back to neutral when there's no pain involved. So, the next time you're thinking about your low back and you're like, what do I do? Don't forget about the pelvic angle. It's the most crucial angle as far as causing you to get out of pain or helping alleviate your pain. Alrighty, that's it from Connection. We're out.